to be boring. Yeah, yeah. Tell me you ready, Mellow, you ready to spit for the ladies to keep it nasty, dark and petty. If you pick me, then you might find this upsetting. You say that you're ready, well the joke's on you. Get it?
Hi,
welcome back.
We're back, bitches.
Yes, we're talking about mothers this week. Talking about
Bitch, I'm a mother.
No drama. But no, all our baby mamas that listen to the pod. I know we got people on the pod that have kids.
B-A-B-Y-M-A. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, no, but happy Mother's Day to you guys. This will be coming out right before the weekend, so we hope you get everything your heart desires. Getting right to our joke of the week.
Joke of the week. My joke of the week. Dang, we said what we were gonna do, and I forgot what it was.
I remember mine.
What'd you say? What was that theme? Because mine was like.
Are we doing mom jokes of the week? I didn't think that we were doing that.
No. You said you were gonna do one. I was like, oh, mine's gonna be similar, so we can do both of ours that are similar to each other. But I forgot what it was.
Mine is about a joke I told. I don't think we discussed.
I forgot. You go first, and I forgot what mine was.
Okay, so I said a couple episodes ago that I had a moment where I, attempted to take my own life, and I have been very furiously trying to write about it, so that I could get it off. You know what I'm saying? And just like get it out of my spirit. So it took me forever to try to write the joke. I actually cried in that bar that's really close to my house, like trying to write. That's my process. I don't know if everybody knows that, but I go to bars, I drink whiskey, and I write. I just sit there like a very mysterious black lady writer. It makes me feel good about myself. But I had a very difficult time writing the joke. So when I finally got around to structuring the joke and writing it, and I do like very like three-pronged jokes. I kind of do my jokes like essays. When I finally got around to writing, I'm like, I'm going to tell the fuck out of this joke when I get to this place. Shout out to David Perdue for booking me for that show. I had a really great time. Thank you so much. He's great. Thank you so much. Shout out to David.
We love David.
Had a really great time. This place, it was over there by Elsewhere Brewing. So it's in that white Grant Parky area that's been gentrified. And so I'm like, oh, these are going to be white people. Great. Because I'm doing a joke about wanting to die. Normally, because they don't have a whole bunch of empathy, they just eat that shit up and they laugh at it. Mm-hmm. It was a room full of black ladies. So instead of getting laughs, I got deep, genuine concern. Not a chuckle was heard.
Damn.
Not a chuckle was heard in the audience. And I did it because I wrote these jokes and I came here to do them. And I needed to say it. But
funny.
like, I got genuinely like... Aww,
baby, you okay?
You okay? You all right? Which is I'm very grateful for that and thank you. But I felt butt booty ass naked up on that stage. Because like, you say things to white people and you just pretend that they're the same white people from the last time. Like they're like,
just white people.
They're just white folks. Mm-hmm. But like, these are, not that they're real people, but like these are black folks and they're going to want to talk to me about this after because they care.
Because after's going to be like, after church, so we going
don't you leave here without talking to me. See me. Like that was just
Call
the energy.
Me.
And it was like a sitcom. Everybody's face, like I said a bunch of funny stuff before, everybody's in the groove. And then, so the premise of the joke is tips and tricks for surviving your suicide attempt. So basically the joke is like, make sure if you're going to try to die by pills, like you had some ibuprofen and allergy medicine around if you're not sure if you're actually going to die, because people are going to take your pills. And then I did a joke about like, if you're not sure you're actually going to die, make sure you take something out the freezer, because you'll be hungry. It'd be a very expensive Uber Eats night. Things of that nature. And I thought, hello. And I thought that it was hilarious. One person laughed. And it was Brittany.
The bitch you came with is the one who laughed.
The bitch I came with is the one who laughed. So that was very interesting. But I'm still glad that I got it off of my
You gotta
chest,
say it.
because now I don't have to talk about it anymore. That was really great. But I do enjoy black women always being concerned for other black women, no matter what the situation is. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
My joke of the week.
I was gonna say one, and I just completely forgot what the fuck it was.
You want me to do what my mom used to do? You ready? Do you remember?
I remember less now. I think I took 10 steps back.
I tried.
I guess my joke will be, I know what it is. My joke is that my wig is only 2/3 on my head right now, and it's secured by 2 hairpins. I had to get the fuck out the house. So it's doing what it's doing. If some wind blows through this bitch,
it's just down the street.
Everybody's having a bad day.
Man.
Mostly me.
That's the one thing with wigs that just really fucks me up, because I just be slapping them up there like
I literally just...
So...
Cause I had my hair done and I took it out because it was like a quick weave and I felt like it was ripping my edges out, so I just took it out. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't feel like tackling braiding my hair down, so I have 4 very sloppy flat twists going back under this wig, and they came loose because my hair is not tight. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of just a loose. So I just kind of folded it up under.
Are you taking the wig off when you get home?
What do you mean taking it off?
What do you mean taking it off?
What do you mean taking it off? Like, yeah, I'm taking the wig off when I get home. Yeah.
Okay, so it don't matter. It's not like you got.
Well, yeah, and I get my hair done in Detroit on Friday. So, fuck it. This is a 2-day hairstyle. I don't give a fuck. So I just whatever. But yeah. So if if a spirit come through this bitch, a fucking omen, it's just
down the street.
It's just a wig on the floor. And honestly, I don't give a fuck. I'm not bald headed.
But the thing with wigs though, it's like I've kind of just broken the fourth wall with motherfuckers about that. Bitch, you know it's a wig.
It's a wig. I don't care.
You see it. It's a fucking wig.
It's a wig.
What do you want from it?
I'm grateful for the evolution of wigs because like before, like 10 years ago, if you had on a wig, it's like, bitch, you okay? You good?
The way that I was calling bitches wig wearing bitches in arguments.
Oh my God. Bitch, your wig. You need to worry about that wig.
You need to worry about that. I was.
And now I have like 8 wigs.
Baby, I had started my braids. First of all, these braids took me 3 days to do. It didn't help that I was drinking wine consistently throughout the process. So, at a point where you've been having a lot of wine, your body will just give up on you. But it took me 3 days to do these braids. I woke up second day of the braiding, none of the shit connected to Wi-Fi in the house was working. So I'm fucking with the router. I'm like, hair not done, the Wi-Fi, I can't watch nothing while I'm braiding. Bitch, why I forgot to pay the bill? And you be on the shit with the T-Mobile people for an hour and a half. It's a T-Mobile store down the street. So I was just like, fuck it. And I put my little Erykah Badu hair wrap on and I went to the T-Mobile store. And I have the plan where you get free screen protectors. So I just go in there and get them changed, whenever. So the dude started, and this is my screen of me in this bikini. So the dude started, I have on sweatpants, I have on a hoodie. He started changing my screen. He was like, is this you? And I was like, yeah. He was like, why did you come in here like this? He was like, this is you. I'm like, yeah. He's like,
what is this?
He was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, hey man, I don't know. I'm doing my braids. He's like, is this not religious? I'm like, you're rude. You're a rude person. I'm having a day. Turn the Wi-Fi back on so I can go finish my braids. He's like, well, you look amazing. Not right now, but this picture is great. Fuck you, T-Mobile man. Fuck you, Jacob. Go to him.
Tell the fuck ass Jacob somewhere being Jacob. Rude.
Yeah, and there was a lady in there being extra homeless and just like ruining things. And I was the oldest adult in the store, so they were looking at me like I was supposed to solve it. Boy, turn this Wi-Fi back on so
I can get the fuck
out. This is a y'all problem. Nothing to do with me.
You think I shit to do with me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're gonna play our game.
Okay, let's play a game.
So we're gonna do a new. We're in beta testing for some segments. We're gonna do some fun things.
We're trying to be more organized, y'all. We can't be great.
Engaging.
Yeah.
We're gonna do our this or that segment. We got these prompts from the men in the room. Say hello, men. Hey. Yeah, we got prompts from the men in the room. So we're gonna discuss the merits of these this or that's. So the first one is sundresses or rompers. What are you choosing?
I'm gonna pick sundresses because I'm too old to put a goddamn romper on outside of the house, depending on the romper. But I just want to make the statement that I hate what sundresses have become. Sundresses are a very specific type of dress. And these fucking maxi dresses from Fashion Nova are not sundresses. They are just cotton dresses. They're not sundresses are floral.
Yes.
There are layers. There are frills. Those, y'all talk about, it's sundress season. Those are maxi dresses. And
it's a different thing.
It grinds my gears.
But I still like sundresses. I enjoy the BBL fashions, but everything does not need a cutout. And I'm a little sick of that, and it's making my sundress experience very stressful. I've got maybe 2 good sundresses that I'm really into, but like, why is everything have the side cut out? I don't need like a huge split in all the dresses, and not in like I'm an old bitch, I want to be covered up kind of way, but like some of the cutouts don't even make sense. Why does sundress got a hole over my belly button? What's going on here? You look fucking silly. You look fucking stupid. I like rompers. I like when the little pieces of my ass cheek hang out at the bottom. I'm really into that.
In the house, I'm romper down.
But if I wear a romper in public, especially if it's a thing where I'm drinking, I just have to pee so much. And you would think that pulling a romper to the side is easy. It's not.
You're gonna pee on that whole romper.
You're gonna pee on the romper, and you're gonna pee on some stuff. So I'm not really into that. But I enjoy a nice fitted at the waist romper. But I think those have also kind of gone out of style.
Yeah, they have really for sure. But yeah, it's nothing more humbling than being drunk.
Like wrestlers now.
Yeah. Yeah, including myself sometimes.
I'm sick of the biker shorts.
I'm a biker shorts ass bitch.
I'm sick of it.
I like the biker shorts. I mean, I wear my biker shorts because of my body, it's kind of offensive. I just walk out with some biker shorts on, depending on the color especially. But if I just have a big ass graphic tee and some biker shorts and I get like that one basic ass outfit, but I like that outfit.
I will wear like some black biker shorts and like an oversized shirt.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. I don't like the biker shorts. Like
the skim sets?
The skim set. Like shapewear is shapewear, and we're trying to make fetch happen. That stuff is shapewear. It just is, and it's starting to bother me. Okay, you do this one.
Sweet potato pie or banana pudding?
banana pudding kind of just has to be around for me to want it. I'm never craving it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the closest I get to craving banana pudding is banana pudding ice cream by Bluebell, but I don't think they sell it no more, and I can't find it. So sweet potato pie for me, but that's also a very seasonal taste.
Yeah, if it's not November or December, I don't want no damn sweet potato pie.
I don't want no sweet potato pie
My
in
sister's
June.
banana pudding is so fucking good. I'm gonna pick it every time.
Which sister?
Melissa, she's the one that be cooking.
Oh.
It
Tell
be-
her I would like some of that.
It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
You came on Christmas, why you didn't have none?
I didn't see any banana pudding.
It may not have been none left low key.
Yeah, I
Because
didn't see any. I
it
would've
be
had
so,
some.
and she puts chessman cookies in it instead of the vanilla wafers, and it be so fucking good. And it just tastes like banana icing damn near. It's
that
so
sounds
fucking good.
I want to make a banana pudding with the cookie butter from Trader Joe's. That's what I want. Actually, Rita, if you're listening, that would be nice.
No, them fucking cookies you made last week, you bitch. That shit was so good.
Made some cookies that I will fight anybody about. Any person in the street.
Honestly.
They were so
Barefoot.
delicious. Okay, so white toes or French toes?
That's all I get. Both of those are all I get on my toes. So it just depends.
But if you had to pick.
Damn. Okay. If we just out being a whore, then white gonna do it every time. And it gotta be a crisp, but she gotta get it perfectly square. And it's that perfect square white toe is beautiful. But if you get the right kind of French and you around a nigga, first your toes are getting sucked.
Toes are getting sucked if it's French every time.
Every time. Like the first time I got French toes is when I did my line sister's wedding, and I was so upset that I had to get French because this is 2019 before it got back in style. I was like, I'm not getting no fucking French. It's so fucking lame. It's 2019. I ain't getting no fucking French. I did it. I was like, fine. After the wedding, I went on a date with this nigga. The first day, this nigga sucked my toes. I'm like, it was the
He's a
French.
whore.
For sure.
Yeah.
It was the French. It was like a magnet. The little white tip is a magnet.
It's a tongue magnet.
To niggas' mouth, and that was my first time just genuine. Like, I got my toes like lightly sucked. It wasn't like a full thing. No, my toes got sucked.
I don't ever really do French anything. And I don't know why I've just never gravitated towards it. White square toes for me just will always do it because I always have a neutral nail color. Usually I have like a nudie, pinky, light brown situation going on, so it just always complements. And because my skin on my feet is like kind of chocolatier than the rest of my skin, so I think the white just really pops. Twinsies. Oh, well, it's so cute. Let me tell you, one time I was at the goddamn nail place, and I don't really like the way they do toes at my nail place. I'm just not leaving my nail tech, so I just kind of got to take it unless I want to go 2 places. I asked for a square on my big toe, and this lady, it had shipped just a little bit. She shamed me. She said, ha, 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 can't square what isn't there. I'll kill you.
Bitch.
Bitch, don't you ever say that to nobody else. And you said it loud. She said raucous laughter while I was in the chair. I didn't come here to be humiliated. What's wrong with you?
Put a little drop of acrylic on it, bitch, and shut
Put a
up.
bit of acrylic on there. Shut the fuck up.
That's what they always do. When my shit chips, give me a little acrylic on it.
Don't you? I told her, I said, don't ever say that to me again. Actually, don't touch my toes no more. Wrap this up.
Matter of fact, what's your name? Good.
Good. Never again.
I'm not coming to you no more.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Okay, so bust down or braids?
It just depends. It depends on the bust down middle part. I mean, I be bust down middle part with my braids, so it just depends.
Yeah.
It depends on the event. Is it my birthday? Are we going out of town? What we doing? Is it summer? Like, how hot is it? Like, it just depends.
I don't ever need to wear like a wig for me in the summer. It's just too
Yeah,
much, and
it's
it
too
makes
hot.
me self-conscious.
And when I say bust down middle part, I do have a bust down middle part wig. Never mind. Go ahead.
When I think of bust down, I think like jet black, long
Jet black, yeah.
bust down. I have 2 of those, but I don't really wear them because maybe I'm not doing the lace right. Maybe that's just not my talent.
Yeah, I'm a glueless girl.
But and then sometimes glueless, like it's glueless, but depending on what you're doing, it's shifting, it's moving. I go somewhere, I'm dancing, it is all too much. I think I'm kind of off wigs for a minute. You know what I'm saying? When it gets cold out, I'm sure I'll change my mind because they keep my head and neck warm. It's like just an all day hat, so I am into that.
Like right now, I'm fucking hot. It hurts because it's too small.
It's squeezing.
Like, it
yeah.
stops. Honestly, the back of my wig is right here.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you don't have that
Like,
bitch on good at all. Oh, man, yeah, you just out here doing anything. I mean, that's funny. But the wig, it's doing it.
Yeah, it's flat. It's flat.
It's flat.
It's flat where it needs to be flat.
Yeah.
And it's big enough where I can just... First of all, this is a synthetic wig that I fucking laid by myself, and I'm so proud of myself for it. Shout out to YouTube, and I did a little... I was using the razor comb, and you can't tell me
You're
shit.
official now. You use
They
the
just need to
razor
give me
comb.
my license.
Wow.
I
I mean,
just-
you probably be better than some of these bitches out here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You say it.
Length or girth?
I'm not into super long skinny dicks. That does nothing for me. I'm an and girl, like both. Both is good.
Yeah. Why can't we have both?
Why can't we have both? But if I had to choose, I don't know, because what if a dude just has a short, fat dick?
I've had a Coke bottle dick, and that's what they're called. A Coke can dick.
What's that like? Did it feel good?
It was okay. It wasn't all of that.
I don't know.
So I'd take a length. I ideally both.
What if it's just a long pencil dick though?
Those be hurting. Like when it just.
And it makes you feel like your vag is not tight, but it's like, no, it's just his fault. It's not my fault. It's his fault.
Yeah. So there's like a happy medium between the two, obviously. But if I guess I'd take length over girth, I would imagine that it won't be just like this. But
I
like,
guess if you had a long skinny dick, you really got to know how to move your body. Because I feel like short, thick dicks, it's a limitation there. Like there's a limited range
like
of
it's
motion.
just like,
yeah, because you can't really ride one of those. Not for real.
you can't go.
Yeah, it's gonna keep slipping out.
That chicken nugget.
Plies is a silly boy. He's silly. So Mel put on here.
This is very specific. Let me explain it.
Yes, please.
So would you rather, or this or that, you walk in a dude's room, you see a bunch of Jordan posters, and his Jordans are arranged in chronological order, or
like the posters and the shoes.
both. So
Okay.
we gotta really paint a picture.
Okay.
Or empty Hennessy bottles with highlighter liquid in it, and a Nipsey, Dr. Sabi, Basquiat, Kobe playing spades mural picture on the wall.
So in my personal experience, ooh, I'm finna be so shamed. In my personal experience, that second one, you may never want to speak to him again, but he's gonna fuck the shit out of you.
And which one?
The second one.
Yeah, for sure.
The empty liquor bottles. So I what's wrong?
Oh, my sister just texted us an active shooter at Whole Foods in Midtown.
What? Hold on one
Jesus
second.
Christ. Hold on.
Hold on one second. Don't go to the Whole Foods in Midtown.
What the fuck?
An active shooter. Because my friends be Whole Foods down, honey. Let me copy and actually paste this.
I
What
put
the
what the
hell?
F, but this is the group from my mom, so let me do OMG. And I can gaslight her if she said that she said, what the
Because
F.
anyway, she can check. But, so
Yeah.
stay out of there. I mean, I guess it will have already happened by the time y'all hear this. But,
Yeah.
But stop it.
But yeah,
The second dude's gonna fuck you. And you might have to never see him again, but them empty liquor bottle dudes, they got something to prove. Because those are their prized possessions, the bottles.
Yeah.
So they got something to show you. So I'll do that. The
probably got a
Jordan
nose
dude
ring.
is probably like super type A, but in a really just like weird way. Like you put too much energy into this meaningless thing, and I don't want anything to do with it. I'm all set.
he's not going to fuck you really good.
He's not gonna fuck you real good. He's actually gonna want to talk to you about those shoes.
And which ones he has on.
Yeah,
And what year they
he's
came
gonna
out.
want access to your Nike app. That's
Hey, can you enter this drawing for me?
right.
No!
No! Fuck off! I'm wearing Crocs. Every time you see me, I'm in Crocs. I don't care.
Leave me alone. I
about
don't
these fucking
care
shoes.
about these fucking
that was
sneakers.
fun. I liked that game.
That was fun.
I'm just gonna keep drafting more games
And just do that.
and just do games each time. If you guys like the games, give us a
Yeah, I feel like I may like that more than booty hole.
Yeah, that's a fun time.
Yeah.
Let's just do it again.
Okay, so then we have a letter.
Yeah. Oh, letters. We just got. I gotta stop singing that every time we.
Wonder who it's from.
Okay.
Am I reading or you reading? Go ahead. 'Cause
I'll read
this
it.
is a lot.
This is long. This letter says, "Hey y'all, first of all, in bold, sorry for this long email. I don't know how to be a brief writer." I get that. So she's got it. This, first of all, the arrangement in this letter,
Organized.
the alignment, it's organized. So first section says background. Can read, but don't have to. I'm gonna read it. It says, I am a 24-year-old living in Manchester, England with my 27-year-old boyfriend. Welcome. I came over to get my master's degree at the end of 2020, pandemic time, by myself with no friends or family here, and stayed because of him after. This is the situation section. This past weekend, we had dinner reservations that I made and paid 20 euros for. Earlier in the day,
That's
I
pounds.
asked... Sorry, 20 pounds. Earlier in the day, I asked if he wanted to drive there or should we get an Uber. He said he would want to drive if there was parking. I asked this because he is a, quote, new driver. I put new driver in quotes because I get mixed messages about this since he said he used to drive in Nigeria. Red flag. But here he acts like he's never driven a car before. And I asked again before we... I asked again before we left the house to make sure he was really comfortable. While driving to the restaurant, he gets mad at me and starts saying I should have told him the restaurant was downtown and that he's not comfortable driving in the city. The restaurant isn't downtown. He just was doing literally the exact opposite of what the GPS told him to do while freaking out. He eventually told me to get out and go to the restaurant by myself, which I did because I paid a 20-pound deposit already, and it was only a 10-minute walk from where we were. Am I the one wrong in this situation? I think he has some undiagnosed anxiety stuff going on up there. He does odd things like have to check the house and door a certain amount of time before leaving, so I already know there's some misfires going on up there. But I am good at dismissing my feelings to be a social justice warrior. But do I owe him more grace? I know black people are anxious about being pulled over, and Nigerians also have their own trauma with police, but it's not like he was driving dirty. He has insurance and a license. Mind you, he had the nerve to ask me to bring him some food home and he actually went to his friend's house instead of going home. Don't like that. Ooh, that upset me. That upset me in my spirit. Let me finish. Ooh. Ooh. On a good note, the food was actually good. After I cried, I enjoyed myself, LOL. Looking forward to hearing what y'all think. And then she wrote a very nice note to me that I won't read because it will make me cry. But thank you so much for that little PS part. I really appreciate it. Ooh. Go ahead, Mel. Bruv. Isn't it?
Bruv. First of all, he's Nigerian. But then again, you might be Nigerian too.
He's Nigerian and British. Right? Is he a Nigerian from Nigeria? Well, yeah, because they said he drove in Nigeria, so. Yeah.
But then again, I don't know. But I tend to, for the yeah. I stay away from all of that. Mm-hmm. And not in a xenophobic way, but like that pure motherland.
And I can't cook none of that
misogyny
stuff.
Is just.
I can't cook none of that stuff they be eating. None of it.
Nothing. That's what I'm mostly focused on. It just seems he's in his like man bag when like, oh, they don't want to follow the map in the direction because I'm a man and I know where I'm going, but then they be mad when they don't know where they're going. So now it's your fault. Now you got to go to dinner by yourself. That's weird.
That first of all, me going to dinner by myself should I mean, I get that you paid the deposit. If he wasn't gonna go, he should have gave you your money back, and y'all should have went somewhere else together. That's what should have happened. There's no way the answer should have been you saying, oh, first of all, it says he told me to get out and go to the restaurant. That's bananas. That's crazy to me.
He kicked you out the car.
He kicked you out the car. That's crazy as fuck. Who is he? Gucci Man? No, I don't like it. That's number one. Number two, this whole part where he asked you to bring him some food home and he actually went to his friend's house. Here's what bothers me. I'm speculating wildly. I do not know y'all, but in my personal experience, it sounds like he picked a fight with you because he wanted to go do something else. That's what it feels like to me. Do I necessarily think?
And who's the hoe?
Like, who's the hoe? And it might not be a hoe. It might be genuinely like that he had already made plans with you. His friends had been like, fuck that, come hang out with us. And it sounds like he picked a fight to leave. Because why didn't you, if you were so, you super anxious and you super nervous, but you made it over there.
You knew how to get over there.
You knew how to get over there.
With no GPS.
With no GPS, but we couldn't figure out together how to park the car? Okay.
And I guess making it like, oh, I don't want to be downtown because it's a police situation, I guess. But like now you're walking downtown.
Now you're alone.
Alone.
I don't like him.
As a black woman.
I don't like him.
You're black.
Yeah.
This is, I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
Not a fan.
I'm not a fan of that. Thumbs down. I don't like that shit.
Hell no.
There should never be a situation with a man where the answer is you're alone and y'all started the that's very.
Have you seen the clip?
Nope, but it looks silly. What is this a clip of?
Oh my God. Lil Reese being like, hell no.
He did a thumbs down?
Oh my God, it's so funny. It's a clip of Lil Reese from like the Chicago drill niggas. But he
send it to me later if you can.
No, I gotta find it right now. Okay. You gotta see it at this very moment.
But as she's pulling up that video, I think even if he does have anxiety don't mean you get to be a dickhead. It don't.
It don't.
When you were gone, swag De Niro.
Hold on.
So ain't no BD's finna be playing that shit.
Did you ever run across anybody bumping it down?
Oh my God, play the rest of it. It's so fucking funny.
Down the street or anything?
Hell no.
That nigga said,
Oh, BD.
That's very hilarious.
And his
BD?
voice,
It's a gang.
it's a gang. It's a gang. So I'm not supposed to be saying that. Like I tweeted on BD, and somebody's like, I got a phone call like, hey, you might want to delete that.
Ooh.
I was like,
Now I'm all set on whatever that is. I don't want to.
but he talks like that because he got shot up and it affected his throat.
Oh no.
So now his voice.
That's very funny. Not his
But that's very funny.
differently ableness, but
That's
it's
fucking
hilarious.
funny.
Okay, so we did the letter. Let's go back.
Yeah,
to
fuck
the,
him. We don't like
fuck
him.
We don't like him. I don't like it. I think you should come home.
All my niggas hate Tunde.
Okay, so moving on. Oh, please subscribe to the YouTube. Leave comments on there. Please tweet about the episode.
At Jokes on You Pod on everything.
Jokes on You Pod. If you want to send us letters, because we are very grateful for these letters, jokesonyupod@gmail.com. Y'all know our social media handles, I believe. I'm Talley Berry Baby on everything.
I'm the baddest Mitch on everything but Instagram, where I am. It's Smell Mitch. If y'all want some ads, hit us up. If y'all want to,
Yes.
put a little commercial in this bitch,
you wanna
hit us
promo,
up.
hit us
and
up.
to pay some money. It's not gonna be free, but give us money.
But give us money and we'll do things.
So
thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Moving on. So
And live tweet.
This weekend is Mother's Day. We love our mothers over here.
do.
We
We
love
love
our
our
mothers over here. Do you have any Mother's Day plans? Do you have any plans for
We
your
haven't gotten
mother?
that far yet. We haven't got her. My mom's a Taurus, so we be so exhausted for my birthday, and then Mother's Day right afterwards, and it's just like
Too much.
it's too much.
Yeah.
So, but she don't ask for much. She's been a mom for like 40 years, so she, we here now. Yeah,
I did not know that.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. She had a whole 40th birthday party.
Oh yeah, where y'all was dancing and whatnot.
Yeah, she looked great.
Yeah, no, she's a hot lady. But anyway, Mother's Day plans. I'm gonna be in Michigan, I think. So Mother's Day, it usually falls on or near my grandmother's birthday too. So it is very difficult to navigate between my mom, my stepmom, and my grandma, because they're all mother figures to me, and then it being my grandmother's birthday. Her birthday is on Mother's Day this year, so that's very stressful. But for my mom, if I don't take her somewhere, which I won't be doing that this year because she's so busy with like the house and everything and trying to sell it and get up out of there, I think I will just cook something. I think I'll just do a nice brunch or dinner. We'll have drinks. We usually talk about when I was little and what that experience was like. And we just really bond and spend the day together. So I'll probably do that and get her something. She likes the same things over and over again. That's what I do enjoy with my mom. She likes sneakers. She likes smell goods. She likes perfume.
Yeah.
And she likes to, with her puppy dog eyes, ask me to do her hair. So
My mom is simple like that. She likes loafers.
what you do?
She loves a loafer. She likes loafers, but not like super not like them hard loafers, like them soft mom loafers. She has so many pair of them. So any kind of loafer, she's boom, a nice little sandal, like a little mom sandal, like a little cute, someone with like a little flower on it or some shit. Boom, easy. She's a simple lady, or just give her money. She's like money sometimes.
Yeah, my mom likes money too. I think all black moms like money. I think that's what they would prefer.
Because that's what she give us. She don't put no thought into it. She just give us money.
I think birthdays, my mom wants me to do something thoughtful, but I think for Mother's Day, it's like, girl, like, okay, like, be calm. I think that's how they feel about it.
Yeah.
So funniest story about your mom. You want to go or should I go?
Damn. Okay. What is my funniest story about my mom? You go first. I can't think of one.
I think the funniest thing I've ever witnessed regarding my mom, mind you, I only got an integral piece of this story maybe like a year or two ago. I probably told this story on here before, but it's so funny. So one time, my mom had dropped me off. We were living in Detroit, and my mother, this is one of my earliest memories.
I think. Okay, I know. It's
Yeah. So, but I'll tell it again for our newcomers. So it's one of my earliest memories. And my mom, I think I might have been a little toddler or something, and my mom had dropped me off over my dad's house. It's the dead of winter. I do remember it being around my birthday time because I remember being excited about my birthday. So cold Detroit winter, and my mom dropped me off to my dad's and my grandma's house, and my mom was like, "Hey, can you make sure Jasmine has on some real clothes and not these pajamas? Like when I come back to get her." You know how men do? They just say, "Okay,
sure.
Yeah, sure, whatever." And my mom is like really pressing it forward, like,
It's
can you
fucking
make
cold.
sure she has some clothes on? Because if she sleep when I get here and she doesn't have this like real clothes on, I'm gonna have to wake her up to put her clothes on. Can you make sure she has clothes on? He's like, "Oh my God, fine, like I got it." And you know how men answer you when they get
And then
upset.
yeah.
So my mom comes back to pick me up, and I'm still in the pajamas that I had on, and she's furious. Like and it's one of those like disappointed furious where it's just like, I really hate this nigga. Like I genuinely cannot believe I had a baby by you. And I remember that was the first time I ever really saw her look sad. She was kind of like gross, you know? So I never knew what my father said to my mother because she was like really nagging him after she saw that. She was like really going in on him. And she's like, I specifically asked you to make sure, you know, just generic.
The baby cold.
The baby cold. Baby don't have no coat on. So just generic fussing. And I don't remember what he said to her, but I remember the tone. And it was really nasty. It was really mean. And so he's holding me after he says whatever this mean shit is. And I'll tell y'all what the mean shit is because I only learned like a year ago. So he's carrying me, right? And he's carrying me. I can see my mom over his shoulder, and she just has a fucking 1,000-yard stare. She just looks dead in the eyes. Like, it's not even any emotion anymore. It's just like, So my mama had this gold Camry, and my dad leans down to put me in the car seat. And as soon as I'm out of his arms, my mother is just punching this nigga in the back of his bald head to the point where he's like, oh, this bitch is punching me in the back. And she's like, bitch. And all I hear is, bitch. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like
I'm for it, but this is a lot.
Oh my God, but this is hilarious. So my dad is like trying to click me in the seat because I will get out of the car seat as a baby if you don't click me in. So he's trying to click me in the seat. He's getting stolen. She got about a good 8, 12 hits on the back of this nigga head. Good. And he was bald and it was cold. So that shit was hurting. So after he finally gets me clicked in, he picks her up and just fucking body slams her. It's snowy, cold Detroit. Body slams her in the front yard. So I'm just watching this is mom and dad's. This is what mom and dads do. So my mom is screaming bloody murder. And we lived in that neighborhood about where that boy lived, in that area. Bloody murder. People turning on their lights, coming out on the porch. My grandma yelling at the door. She's like, stop! This is a nice neighborhood. Don't be fighting on my front lawn. And my grandma was like, Richie, why you beating on her like that? And he was like, you missed it. She hit me. And my mother is trying to kill this nigga. She is trying to choke him out. And I'm just sitting there watching. I'm like, oh my God. So eventually my grandma comes outside, breaks him up. It's the whole thing. We go home. I don't think my mother spoke again that evening. It was really bad. So I asked my mom, maybe a year and a half ago, I said, what did he say to you to make you black out like that? Because I distinctly remember all the light leaving your eyes and you becoming a criminal. I remember seeing it. She was like, your father said to me, I hope Jasmine doesn't grow up to be a naggy bitch like you.
Kill him. I
said, you know what? Everything you did was justified. No notes. 10 out of 10.
And guess what you turned into?
A naggy bitch.
Ha! Joke's on you, nigga.
Nagatha Christie.
Naggy.
Gyllenhaal.
Fuck that nigga.
Fine with me. I'm naggy as fuck. But that's the funniest thing I remember from my mom. Me and my mom also got into a fight, but I won't tell. Well, that's enough. I'm all set. But I think that's hilarious. The fact that he made her so mad that she started punching him in the back of his head is hilarious. Because it's domestic violence. It shouldn't be funny. But also, y'all wasn't together, so this is just a fight between friends. Right? No? It's still kind of DV.
Still domestic.
Still domestic. Yeah, no, I get it.
Domestic. But good.
Yeah, good for him. Good for her, actually. Okay, you go.
Get him again. Get him for me.
Actually, yeah.
Funny story. I'm trying to think of my mother. Damn. There are some. I just can't think of any right at this very second. I know
we can come back to
I used to want to be a hairstylist. Really bad. And my mom, this is when you still would grease scalps. So my mom would let me grease her scalp. She used to use the TCB. Remember TCB? TCB hair grease. It was a gold container, and she let me grease her hair. I put so much grease in this lady's hair that she had to wash her fucking hair. It was that much grease in it.
Jesus Christ.
And that shit was just so funny to me.
Oh
in hindsight, because I thought I was really eating. But she was like,
as a kid, more means better. So you're I'm gonna put all the grease. Yes. I fucking just gloop it on there. Yeah.
Funny mom stories. I have a funny story about my grandmother, and I don't have a lot of positive memories about my nana.
I'm listening.
But
I want to hear the nana story.
This one is so funny because she was not to get too, I need to see the lady-ish, but I didn't peep that she wasn't really nice like that until I was much older. But this is before that. And she never cursed, she never did nothing. She had a really high voice like this. And it was so funny because we were watching Boomerang. And it was the part where Tisha Campbell is cussing at Eddie Murphy over the thing.
Over the fence.
Over the fence. And it was so funny to me. And it's my first time watching it because I'm like 11. So I'm like, I have no business watching this anyway, but I'm watching it. And she goes, did she say she hope his dick fall off? And at 11 years old, my nana just said
Has
dick.
never said dick.
She just said dick. And I am crying at this point. Like, I'm on the floor. Me and my sister looked at each other like, did Nana just say dick?
Yeah.
And mind you, she done seen some dicks in her life. She has 4 children.
She's familiar.
And several fathers of those children.
Okay.
You know some dick.
You know dick.
But in my mind, you've never had sex.
Yeah.
And you're now saying dick.
To me. In front of
To me, I'm going to die laughing right here, right now.
Grandmothers are arguably funnier than mothers.
For sure.
Because they've lived longer. One time I was fucking this dude, and I won't say his name. I got to come
Please
up with... I'm going to come up with an equally old name. What's a super old
Herschel.
black man?
That's my favorite go-to name.
Now I'm imagining Herschel Walker.
Heathrow.
Let's say his name is Theodore.
Theodore.
So,
Sure.
But that's not country enough. Anyway, so let's say it's Theodore. So I'm fucking this dude named Theodore,
Otis.
but I don't tell. Okay, let's say his name is Otis. So I tell my grandma's like, where you going? I'm like, I'm going to see my friend, which is code for I'm going to be a hoe, da 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 da. My grandma always wants to know all your business because, quote, she needs to know where to start if you come up missing. Like, she needs to know where to start. So she's like, what's his name? And I said, Otis. And she said, similar to what we said last week, she was like, he's a junior? His daddy name Otis? And I said, no, he's just Otis. And she goes, he know his daddy? And I said, I don't think so. She said, it's Otis. She said, that nigga daddy name Otis.
It gotta be.
It gotta be. She said, if he don't know his daddy, and it's an Otis in that town,
Yes.
that's his daddy.
Yeah.
And so, hey,
It's
Otis,
just a scandal.
It's a scandal. I said, this lady will say anything.
And she was not wrong.
She's not wrong. Probably.
She was not
I was
wrong.
like, I have to tell you his real name. It's terrible.
Text it to me. I'm trying to. I know I have funnier mom stories. I feel like I just got blindsided with that. I would have had more time to think of funny things that happened with my mom. Oh, okay. My mom cannot yell physically.
You told me that.
Yes. I've probably told you this story before, but for the sake of the pod, she does not know how to yell physically. And it's so funny to me because it's not like she has like a super quiet voice in real life, but when she tries to raise the volume,
It don't work.
And we went to her friend's graduation, and her friend's name was Tanya, Miss Tanya, and she was trying to yell for her friend, but it came out as like, Tanya.
Oh, no.
And we were like,
She got a voice box thing, right?
she don't have like a voice problem. No, like she has no diagnosed problem, but she just can't yell, and it's fucking hilarious because we have not let that shit go.
Who did the yelling?
My parents didn't yell at me.
Well, all right.
I'm sorry.
Whatever, man. Whatever. I don't give a shit anymore. I'm Melody. I grew up in a healthy household where no one yelled at me. My life with my parents were just so positive. I'm the only gentle parented millennial in the whole world. No one beat me. No one yelled at me. I was always perfect. Melody. Fuck off.
Oh, God.
You upset me.
Oh, no.
My parents didn't yell at me. Dude, kiss my ass. You've pissed me off. That one made me mad. I'm upset. And I shouldn't be. I need to talk to somebody about this. What the fuck do you mean nobody was yelling at you?
My parents. That's why, like, when people yell, I'm just like, they didn't yell. Like, my dad, dad's like,
That's why I don't yell at you, because it seems like you didn't grow up in a yelly household. So
I didn't.
yeah.
My parents, like my dad is like, dad's regular voice is yelling, but not like a yelling at like, hey, where the remote? Hey, yeah. Like that's the kind of
What
yell.
is that? Like, I need to get back in therapy. That genuinely, I cannot imagine a childhood where I wasn't getting yelled at.
Yeah, my dad would like yell, talk.
That's crazy.
Or like if he needed something, but he wouldn't yell at
That's
us.
banana. I want to move on.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just don't think I've ever.
No, they didn't yell.
Huh. You ain't getting yelled at or hit.
No.
You going places.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you had to go through that.
No, it's fine. You're doing great.
Yeah. That's why like when shit be happening, I be like, this is a lot.
That's crazy. Anyway, that explains some things. I'm gonna process this later, and we'll talk about it on the phone.
Okay.
Okay. Most irritating thing about Mother's Day.
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral? Why? Why y'all there? That's what she wants to eat on Mother's Day?
One Mother's Day, she really just had a hankering for Golden Corral, and me and my sisters was like, Mom, we ain't gotta eat like that. No.
We ain't gotta eat like that.
We never, like, we would go to like the seafood buffet, but like, what is about Golden Corral? She was like, I just really want some Golden Corral because I ain't had it in a long time, and we were like,
For a while.
all right, fine.
I guess.
We were pissed, and we just sitting here with our trays like.
Eating dumb shit. I have not had golden. I don't even know where to find one. I couldn't even tell you.
It's one right there by North DeKalb Mall.
See, I ain't got no business over there. I ain't got no business over there. I think for me, and the most irritating about Mother's Day, I have a mother that will already say pretty much anything to you. But she really just goes for it on Mother's Day because it's Mother's Day. And she'll kind of say whatever the thing is and be like, it's Mother's Day.
It's like, no.
It's Mother's Day. And it's like,
no.
It's finna be hospital day.
It's finna get your ass beat day.
It's finna, ooh, gross. It's finna be something else. The day's finna take a turn. It's a lot of spit just built up in my mouth.
Moms just think that they can just say things because their mom's just like, no.
I was talking to my mother, and my mom asks me not to talk about her on the podcast, and so does my stepmom, but neither of them are going to tell me what to do. Y'all have been a part of my human experience.
And I'm going to talk about it.
I'm going to talk about it. But I was talking to my mom the other day because I've told you that my mother's mother can say some, like, very mean things, right? And sometimes I just think she'd just be saying stuff to, like, irritate my mom. So I was telling my mother, you know, I coach all the women in my life about boundaries because I'm the only person who actively, like, works at having boundaries. So I was just like, you know, something that I've had to do it with my other parents and grandparents. I've had to do it with friends. I've done it to you. I've done it to Rodney, people in general. I said, you're going to have to find a kind, respectful way to tell her, we just won't be talking about this anymore for the sake of our relationship. And she's like, I would never say that to my mother. And I was like, well, I've said it to you. And she's like,
start.
Huh?
You should start.
Yeah. She's like, I was like, I've said it to you. She was like, well, I just think that's disrespectful. That's just not my relationship with my mother. Okay.
And that's why you're not okay now.
That's why you're talking to me about it.
You're not okay with it.
You're not okay with it because you're bringing it up.
But I think that generation, well, because my mom's a little older. My mom's a boom boom.
Your mom's a boom boom, yeah.
But yours is Gen X. But to them, this is a great conversation I had because even with my, like, you can see the generational changes within my family because, like, my mom's a boomer, my sisters are millennials, but they're older millennials. And then, like, my auntie's Gen X. So it's like, you can
got a
see
lot of generations moving and
shit. A lot of generations moving. And it's like, yeah, I'm a millennial, but, like, us 90s, like, early 90s girlies, we're Gen Z rising.
Adjacent,
yeah, we're like Zennials, right? Why am I itching now?
I don't know.
Something over here?
I think, yeah, because I'm feeling a little better now.
Yeah, it's something over here that's making me itch. That's so weird.
Okay.
But,
so I'm not crazy.
Yeah, so, like, addressing issues is disrespect, period. You can say, hello, can you stop being mean to me? How dare you come over here and be disrespectful and spit in my face like that? It's just like me saying anything at all.
The whole family think I try to kill you.
And now that's what it is. I think, and for millennials, like, millennials at least acknowledge the problem, and then, but Gen Z will acknowledge the problem and do something about it. And I think for me, this Gen Z in me is like, okay, well, this is the problem at hand.
I had a stain on my shirt this whole time. I don't even know what this is. That's disgusting.
Yikes.
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna scratch at
maybe
my
it's a
tit
little
until
drool.
it comes off. I hope that would be very gross. If it was drool on my shirt, that's just wild. That'd be a wild
that's crazy.
Day.
But yeah, so like for me, it's like, okay, well, yeah, this is the problem at hand. We all have addressed it. It exists. Let's do something about it. It's like, whoa, hold on.
I think Gen X and Boomers really just don't want to hear that they've done anything wrong. Yeah. Like, they want to be like, I am a perfect, silly, goofy girl. I'm so kind and sweet. And it's like, actually a little bit of a terrorist.
Actually, no.
That might not be so nice.
Yeah.
But I think that I've been trying to move my mother and my stepmom a little bit too out of that realm of just saying things because I think their rationale is I've lived so much more life than you that I should be able to say what I want to say to you. And it's like, no. You're still being me, whether you're coming from a seasoned, wise place or not.
Whatever that is,
still not great. But we also have to realize that our mothers are informed by how their mothers talk to them. So that's a huge, I'm potting.
You potting, bro.
That's a huge thing. That's very little sister of you. You got
my little sister is just it's who I am.
Thing going on. So if we have
that's a great we can kind of deep and it's not what we're supposed to be doing, but we can. But like you have to understand, your mother was mothered by your grandmother, whatever that looks like, and you have to give them that kind of grace because it's like
your mother does not and has never experienced your grandmother the same way that you have. That's what I have to realize about my dad, actually. And I know it's a mom's thing, but like, who Sarah is to me has never been that way to her sons. Ever. So some of the ways that she interacts with me, and I can tell when they get irritated with her, or I can tell how they're moving by like how their childhood was informed. And I'm like, not my Gigi. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would never. And they're like, she actually big fat fucking would. Like, because that's not the same lady. And my,
because like it's a switch that goes off. So I'm eager to see how my mom is as a grandmother. Because it's like, like, my mom is great, but she's not like super affectionate. That's just not who she is. My older sister's like that too. Maybe it's a Taurus thing, but they're not super like her. Like, if I'm like, hey, they like get the
stop touching
fuck
me
off of me, and that's just who they are. So like, it'd be so crazy to see me have a little male junior, and my mom did, pokey. It's just like,
who the fuck is this?
I can't get no hugs.
Yeah.
When I hug, you know what I'm saying? But that's like a lower level
watching
thing.
experience my brother, like watching my stepmom interact with my brother sometimes. I'm the enforcer now with like dishes, and it's only when I come over. I'm the enforcer now with like, why are these fucking dishes in the sink? Like, what's going on here? And she's just like, well, he's got so much going on, and I don't want to be the heavy.
I'll do it.
I'll do it. Y'all was fucking with me. I was in rehearsals 40 hours a goddamn week.
Yeah, to come home, throat hurting.
4 AP classes, and I had to wash it. Cinderella, do the dishes. Cinderella, pull the weeds. Cinderella, blah, 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 blah.
He gonna wash them goddamn dishes.
And all he be doing is upstairs on the goddamn game. So now everybody looking at me crazy, because I'm like, I had told my brother last week, I said, let me come back downstairs. And these dishes I'm going to know something. Let me come, and I don't yell at him. I don't. I said very quietly, let me descend this staircase. And these dishes are still in the sink.
Them dishes gonna be on that game.
That
PlayStation gonna be in the sink.
Gonna be in the sink. That's where I'm at. But then I say that, and it's like, why you doing him like that? And then my stepmom makes a good point. She's like, why he gotta go through what you went through? It was wrong. He's like, so why he gotta?
No, that is fair.
He's like, just because it happened to you, don't mean it had to happen to him. And I'm like, that's why I'm not kicking his ass or screaming.
I'm just asking him to do dishes.
I'm just asking him to do goddamn dishes. Because what my thing with him, and I feel like I'm mothering to a point, because I want you to be able to live with another person. Whether you have a college roommate, whether you end up with a woman, I don't want you to leave this home being useless. And I feel like that's why my parents did what they did about my chore, outside of the fact that they didn't want to clean it up themselves. But that's why they did what they did with chores with me, so that I would be a decent human being to live with. I could keep my own home, but he's a boy, he's not socialized that way. But you're going to want to live with a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're going to want to do that.
And she's going to be sick of your ass.
She's going to be sick of your ass. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
And these Gen Z girls ain't doing that shit.
They're not doing that 100%. They're not. We did it a little.
I just don't like mess. I don't like. Did you see the
I saw that.
That shit was so funny.
If I was cleaning up around a nigga house, though, it's because I was trying to get some dick after.
That girl said she was stealing. That was funny.
That's hilarious. That's very
She said, I used to clean up after the party to see what to steal. And I was like, that I respect.
I did used to take, like, if we had been drinking and it was like, say, like that bottle was like half like that, and I had a purse. If I'm cleaning, I'm also putting, like, the open liquor bottles in my purse and taking it back to my dorm. It's going right to CJ Dunn Tower, boo. It's coming right back with me. Thank you. It's just a rock.
That's just so funny. Also, I kind of want to touch on, which is, again, we're getting off topic.
That's fine.
But I
thought this would be
it's on topic, but it is. But, like, thinking about the mothers on Mother's Day that aren't your mother, but they mothered you. Because you talk about mothering, because, like, you're significantly older than your brother. My sister's 12 years older than me. So we finally had, like, a really real conversation the other week. And it was so great, like, just talking about, like, our dynamic. And it's like, you're my mom. Yeah. Like, you're my sister, but you're really kind of just, like, my mom.
That's why I posted those pictures of me and my brother when I look like a single mom. That's
like 16 at war. Like, that is your child. Like, I am her child. Like, just our dynamic is different from my other sister because me and her are closer in age. We grew up together, but my sister
and her and Monique are closer in age.
Yeah, so like she has two sisters, but I have a mom and I have a sister, and we are unpacking some shit. We potting.
No, we potting because I was alone for so long, and I'm thinking about Monique now, because it seems like you had a very specific role as the youngest. Melissa has a very specific role as the oldest, and especially like with your specific ages, but Monique is really smack dab in the middle. And that not necessarily makes sense because I only know a limited amount about her based on like
but she's a middle child through and through.
She's a middle child. And I'm sitting here like thinking of the interactions I've had with her or like things that we've talked about, and it's like
but your age, because you and your brother are so spread out, and it's like you guys you have your duties as like your age position. But, like, me and my sister's really, like, I'm a little sister all day long. Melissa's the older sister to the core. Monique is a middle child for real. So like we are in our roles, and because we're spaced out in age, it's like we're this and this is we are Destiny's Child in our age positions, and that's why I act like such a middle sister. Monique, being a little sister, Monique act like such a middle sister.
I think that's why I've just been an adult all my life, because I was already not really like being a kid. And then, like, when my brother was born, it was, like, turmoil in the house because they was finna get a divorce. So it's, like, not that they wasn't taking care of the baby because they was. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm like, somebody got to get the baby, get some goddamn affection. He's going to be a serial killer. I've got to, come on now. It was just such a tense house. I was already unhappy. I'm like,
somebody got to love the baby.
We can't all be unhappy. So I tried to do my best to make sure. And even still, like, that's my child. Like, that is my baby. I don't give a damn who birthed him. I don't care who put sperm where. That there is my baby.
It's your child.
That's my baby.
And so that's kind of how it is with Melissa and me, because like now I'm grown, but and I can finally take care of myself because she was helping me take care of myself. Good chunk of my 20s, but it's like now that I can really like sit back, really open my eyes. Not that I was unaware of it, but when I watched the episode of Girlfriends with Tony and her older sister, I was like, this is Melissa. Oh my God, like you feel guilty, like oh my God, I'm so sorry that you had to like take care of me, but she was like, I love you. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. What?
Oh,
what?
Got a little emotional.
You finna cry? Go ahead. Cry. Girl, cry. That's your adjunct mama. I hope my brother feels like this about me.
Oh, pause, man. You got niggas crying and shit, bro. All the dumb shit we done talked about on here. This is my first time crying, talking about my fucking sister, but yeah.
At least it's your turn to cry. I'm always crying on the podcast. I'm constantly crying on the podcast.
It's like tears and shit, bro.
Call your sister. Get her
mother
second.
It fell.
You need a second? You take a minute?
Fuck.
You want to pause it?
No, I'm fine.
You can clean that up. You looking real,
Clean up Cocore.
Clean it up, Cocore.
Fuck. Fuck, I love my sister, man. No, let it dry, nigga.
Okay.
Let it dry, nigga.
I hope my brother feels like this. I know my brother.
Oh, shit. I'm pussy.
You're a pussy, 100%.
But now, also thinking about, like, my auntie. Like, my auntie also was, like, a very integral part of raising me. Because, like, my mom...
The fun one that I like?
The fun one, yeah. Like my
her.
mom is, like, a mom. So, like, she was actually, like, doing her job being a mom and, like, being, like... Good. My auntie was like, fuck it, we cuss over here. You can shake your ass. I'm like, yes, I love it over here. So they added like my fun. Like my mom, I have seen my mom naked maybe 5 times my entire life. She does not play that. My auntie, titties, ass. I'm like, this is who I want to be when I'm grown. So now like, hey girl, what you doing? Titties.
Yeah. I
caught you from the shower today.
From the shower this morning.
I don't care about them titties.
I think my mom, I wish... I had a unique experience having my mom and then a stepmom that I really liked, because my mom was more so like my big sister in terms of like her attitude. Like because, my mother had me not super young, not teen mom young, but she had me young. And, from what I understand of her, it was never in her plan to be a mom.
Yeah.
So like she was fun to me. She was just such a hot girl. And I wanted to grow up and be like a hot bitch, and I was her kid, so like I'm around when you're dating, I'm around when you're like getting dressed and getting your hair done, and I see the boys you date, all these things, and I just really want to grow up and just be exactly fucking that. And then so to have that contrast with my stepmom's a hottie too, but she's a very serious woman. She's a very serious lady.
Yeah, so she don't play no games. Like the few times I've met her, she was not playing the radio.
Serious as fuck. So like to have kind of like that juxtaposition, and then I look at my dad with both these women, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what is the theme here? Colorism?
Oh, colorism's also a thing, but I was probably going to say, I'm so sorry.
I don't want to hear it. Lock it up.
He probably...
I don't want to know. I want to say on record that I'm pushing back against what's happening here.
He probably got that wham. I'm so sorry. I regret to inform you that he probably got some shit on him.
You're disgusting. You're disgusting. Yeah, you ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself.
I should, and you can't do it back to me because he dead. So, but
I'm not gonna talk about your dead dad's dick.
Ah, damn.
That's the episode. I don't.
Don't please. That's so fucking funny.
It was a Mother's Day episode.
I don't know. He may have had that wham too because my dad would tell me all the time that he used to be a hoe. So I can only imagine.
Your mom kept getting pregnant, so.
She really didn't keep getting pregnant though, because it's like it's 3. But
she sparsed it out.
She like had we had like 2 more siblings in between them 2 age gaps, then it'd be like get off of her.
A lot of kids. That's
it's a lot of kids, but we were like very like
a minivan.
Timed and like planned. But by the time like I was,
you planned too?
Yeah, I was planned.
Fuck, man. Anyway.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I'm so sorry.
Fucking mistake baby that everybody yelled at.
I'm a rainbow baby if that makes you feel better.
That's very sweet. I'll start crying. I don't want to.
Yeah, if that makes you feel better, then yeah.
Cool. So if we have moms on the show, what would be your mom's topic? Like, what are we talking about if Sharon comes on here?
If Shay Shay came on this bitch, she probably would talk about Jesus.
The church episode?
It would be Jesus. If we wanted to talk about like TV, she could probably like break down like the law just based off watching like hella Law and Order or like CSI and shit, because like she don't fuck around with her show. Like my mom does not play by her TV shows. Like, and she be at work and shit, but she like or doing stuff, so she DVRs and she religiously goes back and watches her DVR. Like she don't fuck around about like the Chicago PD, Chicago Fire. She
Black
don't play by
ladies love into some Chicago
FBI.
PD.
The fucking Equalizer with Queen Latifah. She watched that, and then like her new bag that she be in like in more recent years. Like she really likes watching National Geographic, like with the animal vet shows.
Will she watch that elephant documentary with me? Because I've been looking for somebody to watch that with.
What is it about?
Her about how elephants talk to each other.
Yeah, I watch that with you. I like shit like that because
I
I
wanna
really
watch
like the Blackfish one. But yeah, like my mom likes the vet shows. She likes the niggas in Canada that be like going ice fishing, whatever the fuck. She be into it, and then she also likes like the 600-pound life and like the whole. She don't really watch the 1,000-pound sister, but she likes 600-pound life and like just like them TLC, because TLC used to really have good documentaries about like other people, and it's like that's why it's like so hard for like me to teach my mom like inclusivity training, because like mom, I'm interested in like trans people and like differently able people because of you, because we would sit and watch TLC when they used to have like, oh, this girl looks like 6 months old but she's actually 27, or like you ever seen like those kind of dwarfs? It'll be like people who are primordial dwarves and they look really really small, but they're like grown and they're just like babies for their entire lives. Crazy. Or just like
that one that be fighting.
Not even like that. Those are just like they're little people, but they're little people that are
grown
like
as hell though.
That's what I'm saying. They be grown as hell, but she's literally in a car seat for the rest of her life because she's not gonna look older than like 12 months old.
That's just a mind fuck for me.
Yeah, no, but like I'm interested in that kind of stuff, and like even like my For You page, like the Siamese twins. That's I don't know if that's a slur, the conjoined twins, but like one has a boyfriend and one doesn't. That just hit the news, but like I've been following them. They're hilarious.
They talk about them girls like a dog.
That's so weird.
That's so weird. And then just to single out the fact, oh, they got it's two of them, but they have one vagina. That's too much. You know what I'm saying? Like we're doing too much on people. But we just talked about that.
Leave them fuck alone. But yeah, so
we're running out of time though.
That's what my mom will talk about. Go ahead.
My mom will talk about the fashions, honey. The butt is a fashion killer, baby. Miss Mamas is gonna put
that shit on.
She puts that shit.
You call her ranch because why?
She be dressing. She puts that shit on. Sometimes. Because I don't like my mom to talk about my appearance. And I don't really want her help with my clothes because just like I'm not a fashion girl. Most of the time I'm dressing for comfort.
Same.
So I don't really need your like input. But sometimes when I'm really trying to put that shit on, I do got to break down. My mother has called me twice. She must hear her ears burning. She probably think I'm at the airport. I told her my flight was at night. But anyway, what was I saying? Child, she distracted me.
Outfits.
Oh, she be dressing, but like when I'm having like an event, and sometimes I just had to break down and be like, "Mom, can you style me?" And she'll just get this. Yep, that's exactly the face. Like, oh, look who needs my help.
That's how my sister is with me.
That green set that I wore to Twerking Tequila, and I had the chains on, and I had the nails and the purse. She put that all together.
She was like, "Mom, can you please
help me?
Help me."
She'll be like, she's really good. She'll be like, move your hair to this side. When I get famous, her and Law Roach, they're gonna be an excellent team.
Well, I'm calling Law Roach. I'm calling Law Roach.
Oh,
He's the first
I don't care
call.
if you retired or not.
You gonna come put this outfit on me?
You gonna come put me together? And let me wear your wig.
What wig?
Period. What lace?
What lace?
See any lace?
I don't see
Period. We gotta run through these real fast. So when you become a mom, what kind of Mother's Day are you expecting from your husband / cheering?
I'm probably gonna want them to get the fuck out of my face for an entire 24 hours.
Same.
I kind of like my Mother's Day is like not being a mother.
I don't want to see you. Niggas.
Like my kids are already on my last fucking nerve and they don't even exist yet. Like I'm practicing because I already have my baby names planned. I'm practicing like being like, hey, redacted.
Stop.
Hey, no, like I can't wait. Like it's Mother's Day.
To a hotel.
Send me somewhere away from y'all.
Away from y'all. Don't call me. Don't call me to ask where shit is. It's a calendar. I'm sure there'll be a calendar on the refrigerator. There's calendars in everybody's phone and on the refrigerator. It's probably me because I haven't been able to spray my stuff since I got the hair.
Like I could smell. I know it was me because it was the deodorant. I was just making sure that we're good because I'm using the Loom deodorant now and it's natural and it's like
sponsor us, Loom deodorant.
I like it.
But yeah. Sorry, I'm crunching on the mic. What was I saying? But yeah, send me somewhere. Don't call me. Don't have any questions for me. I don't give a fuck if you feed the kids Cheetos and Jolly Ranchers. Don't ask me.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck what happens to these kids today. I don't. As long as
And low-key, I want the whole weekend.
As long as they're alive when I get back and nothing's like broken, actually, little sprained ankle never hurt anybody. I don't
Bill's
give a
character.
shit what
And if they break
happens.
their arm, we get to sign it. You can have
We get
like
a
Darth
cast,
Vader
a
on you.
pink cast to be cute.
You get all the attention at school. It's great.
So let's skip this one because that one will probably get deep. Nightmare scenario with your mom. Mine is an apocalypse. Do you have one?
Just her dying in general. I don't want to get in there.
Man, no.
Yeah, no thanks.
Cool.
Which TV mom did you want to be your mom?
You go first.
It's so funny because I was just having this conversation with my mom like last week, and I was just like, you want to be Claire Huxtable so fucking bad. Like, you want to be Claire so bad. You is not Claire girl. Like, you just not that girl. And it was just something I was just like fucking with her. I think Claire would have been like, Claire is basically my mom. I'm trying to think of something different because I had such a mom. Like, maybe like a Lisa Landry.
That's fun.
I think I love Jack A. Harry. Jack A. Harry is like my mom's like fun slutty tethered.
Okay.
So like they're really like the same light skinned lady, but just
On opposite ends.
opposite ends. So like maybe like a Lisa Landry. I'm trying to think of another fun, or Jay from My Wife and Kids.
That's fun. I would probably say my first one, this is a out of left field, and I'm sure outside of her probably being a raging Republican, Reba. I would love to have Reba.
I didn't even think about white people.
Mom. She was a really good mom, but she wasn't perfect. She wasn't a gentle parent. She yelled, you know what I'm saying? She had her shit going on, but she seemed like a very supportive person and a really good time. And like the fact that girl got pregnant in high school and they was just like, well, get married, you can stay here, we'll take care of you. That was I was witnessing family. That's community. So I really enjoyed that. And I also probably will say, I don't know, Jay deferred. I like Jay, but she deferred too much to Michael when she was often right. She was often correct.
I haven't done that kind of analysis of like the.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
He would do some harebrained, fucked up scheme, and she would have been right the whole time. And I'm like, stop asking this nigga his opinion and just
he's
parent
dumb.
the kids. He's a dum-dum. But yeah.
I was thinking like, that's why I wanted like a fun mom, because I'm not saying like my mom's not fun at all, but she's not the life of the party.
She's not like crumping and shit.
Yeah, my mom, she's like, girl, please. And it's like, I can't, like, you thinking like, you saying like, you watch your mom get ready for the club. Like, I cannot imagine my mom in the club. I asked my mom, like, have you ever drank alcohol before? And she was like, yeah, I drink. I was like, you've drank the devil's juice?
The devil's juice. She was drinking liquors. My job was to pull my mom's boots off when she would come back. Because my mom was Mary J. Blige with the boots in Detroit, honey. In her late 20s, her mid to late 20s, she had the boots, the BEWTs. And my job, when she would come back from her drinking, would be to pull the boots off. And it was written that I would put the boots on when she fell asleep. And I'd just be in the front room honking around in the boots. Because I wanted to be my mom. I used to spray all my mom's perfume. That's why I thought it was so funny when 2 Chainz baby said he be spraying
He's so
2
cute.
Chainz.
And Halo,
like, so
if I didn't have a very specific aesthetic for my kids' names, I would be taking
That's
the name
very
Halo.
cute. Yeah.
Halo was a very
But
cute
I used to be
name.
spraying all my mom's Chanel. Any smell good she had, I'm spraying it. I'm spraying it in my
My
hair.
mom has always had a bunch of perfume on her dresser, and I think that's so like, when I was
very
when
black.
I told the story about how I put the bead up my nose when I was 3, but the whole reason I was in there is because I was touching shit on my mom's dresser because she had like the little mirrored things, and I'm like, I level with it, but she always had a bunch of perfumes and shit. And when I was
They're
up there,
calling me about this active shooter. That's why they're calling me back to back.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, but you're okay. Just
Yeah.
okay. We'll wrap up so
Yeah,
you can
we'll
tell your
wrap
people
up so
you're
I can
okay.
tell my folks
But yeah,
about
I was up there touching shit on her dresser, and she's always had so many clothes and all that. But when I was on her dresser touching shit, I saw my bead. I was like, this is mine. You know what I should do? Put it in my nose.
Yeah, everybody's texting me because this is apparently like right by my house.
Okay, well, you need to wrap up.
Yeah.
But yes, so we love our moms. So I guess we can do that. Like, which TV mom would you want to be your mom? Like, that can be like our question.
And
for
we
the
should
day.
start asking questions on our Instagram.
Yeah,
we
we
should
should do that. We should do that. All right. So love you guys and bye.
Bye.